Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Wanted to get on here today with a forgotten favorites video. These are rediscovered loves, obsessions. I laid them down for a while. I picked them back up, shopping through my stash and fell in love with these things. All right, I'm going to start with some skincare. Okay, y'all, I have had this for forever. But I recently ran out of my Obagi Exfederm Forte really strong acid. And I also have a Sunday Riley Good Jeans, but I thought before I start on the Sunday Riley and replace the Obagi, which I love, I'm going to pull out this Ordinary lactic acid 10% and fell back in love with this. So much that I'm not going to reorder the Obagi right now. This feels just as strong. I get a nice pink glow with it. It gets good activity going on my skin. I love it. I love the way it spreads. It's nice and thin. Doesn't add a layer of anything on my face but acid. And it's nice and strong. And I love this. So this may be the one that I end up with. Like my go-to. I love that. And I love how inexpensive it is. Okay, the next thing. Y'all, I have laid this down, picked it up, laid it down, picked it up over the years. This is the Lancome Visionnaire. I could not tell you what active ingredient in this my skin loves so much. But when I use this, my skin just looks better. It looks fresher. It looks more youthful. I don't know, y'all. I love it. I hate not knowing really what the ingredients are in it that would be doing that. It's something I can't really explain, but I love the texture of it. And then after I've been wearing it for about a week, I just become more satisfied with my face. Now, I will tell you, I'm one of the few that likes this better than the Genifique. The Genifique is just okay to me. I've got that in there. I've got a big, giant bottle of it. But when I use that, I don't really notice that much. I like the way it feels. I like the way it smells. I like the way it goes on. But I don't notice that much of a change in my face. This one, I do. I notice, I'm going to say an improvement in forehead lines. And just the overall health of my skin. I just can't say enough about it. It's almost empty, and I'm going to end up replacing it, and it's pricey. But to me, that is worth it. I don't know why it works, but it does. It's great. Okay, then a couple of foundations. The first one, I'll start with what I have on today. Y'all, I was so excited to get this out. I just used up my Tarte Concealer, which I love. I love that. But I thought, get something out that you have in your stash and try it. If I don't like it, I don't have to use it. This is the All Hours, the YSL All Hours, and I love it. I bet I've had this for 3 years sitting in my closet. What I love about it is a beautiful medium to full cover that's very buildable. When I put it on, okay, lately I've been having a problem with splotchiness on my skin. Stuff just not sticking on good, kind of patchy. Not this. This goes on beautifully. Again, medium to full cover, has a real nice pump on it, and it's just beautiful. I love this. Now, this one's a little bit orangey on me, I think, but I love the formula. I love the cover of it. And this is one I will use. Okay, in the next foundation, y'all. This is one of the most beautiful foundations I ever put on my skin. And it is the Clinique Beyond Perfecting. This gives the most beautiful, medium to full, leaning towards full, velvety cover. It's like between a skin finish and a luminous finish. And even when I use other things, I like to put this on top. Now, it's got the doe foot that I'm not crazy about. I can't get enough on. I like to really, get some on. If this is the only thing I'm using, I pound it onto my hand and then use a sponge to put it on. If I'm topping something with this, just to get that beautiful, it's a beautiful cover. No, it's a beautiful finish. It's a beautiful finish. I'll just dot it on the top of other things that I'm wearing to make those prettier. I have others that cover better, but the finish on this, if that makes sense, it's the finish. It looks like velvet on my skin, like a little velvet filter. Okay, next, I'll move on to a couple of bronzers. And the first one, y'all, I was obsessed with this last year and then totally forgot about it. And lately I've been obsessed with bronzers, so I was going through them and got this out. This is the Givenchy Tint Couture Healthy Glow Powder in a number 3. This is so nice. It's so easy to put on. And let me tell you, I should have had this in my Worth the Splurge video because this lasts forever because it's like a gelée formula. Okay, it's that. And I'm going to put it on my hand because somebody told me they can't see the colors on my fingers. So I'm going to try to get a swatch on my hand. Yeah, you can see that better. It's got a little bit of a golden to it on my skin, and it looks like a sheen, but on my skin, it doesn't have a sheen when I have it on my forehead. I have it on today, and I love this. It lasts forever. I used to use this every single day, and I have not hit pan. I used it every day for like 6 months. I use a little bit stiffer of a brush with this because it is that gelée, and you kind of have to work a little more to get it out. It's not powdery, so it's easy to control how much you get on. It's a beautiful neutral to golden, kind of a warm tone, I think. But anyway, I love this. I love it every single time I wear it. Okay, and then another bronzer is the Tom Ford. This is a dual shade and illuminate. Okay, I only used one side of this. It does have, okay, this is going to look dirty because it's a cream. This is a cream contour or bronzer, more bronzer, and a highlighter that does not have any shine to it. The highlighter doesn't have any shine, and I love it. It just illuminates and pulls out, you know, the high points of your face. It's beautiful. I haven't figured out how to use it perfectly yet. Sometimes I pick up my makeup. Sometimes it picks up my makeup. So I think I need to do this under my makeup. So, but this is what I have fallen back in love with it. It is more, it's got a red, like a walnut or oak undertone. That's it. And it is beautiful, easy, super easy to dot on with a little bronzer brush and then work in. It's seamless. It's so easy to use. And I love this. Every time I wear it, I'm impressed with it. Okay, the next one. This is what I have on today. And y'all, I used to love this so much. I love it every bit just as much now. And it's the Matte Glow Plays. These are the easiest to apply for a cream blush of just about anything I've ever used. They're a little bit kind of spongy. They feel a little bit spongy, so they're not overly creamy, so that they're harder to blend or put on. They're not intimidating at all. That's this one. I think this is called Just Peachy. That's Peachy. And it's that one. Let me put a little bit on my hand. It's that. This is the one I have on today. And I love these. I just get a foundation brush and just bounce it around in there real good. You can really get in there good and then bounce it on. And it's just seamless and easy. Buildable. You know, you can do it as subtle or heavy as you want. These are just easy and so pretty. And they come in a million great colors. Okay, my next cream blush is the Flower Blush Balm. Yeah, the Blush Balm in Melon. And this is the prettiest melon color. And this is also easy to use. It comes in this little squeezy tube. And I just put it on the back of my hand. And then I get a little cheeky beauty blender. And that's the color of that one. But it's not that shocking. It works in really nice and pretty. Hold on, let me rub a little bit of that in. So it is just a beautiful coral color. It just lifts my face. I love these blush bombs. This one reminds me of the NARS Torrid. The colors do, but this is a little more brightening, so I like this one actually better than the Torrid, and it's easier to put on. It's not, it's just the right amount of creaminess. So just put it on the back of my hand, work it in with a beauty blender. It is super nice. Okay, my next one are the Charlotte Tilbury blushes. There's something about these blushes that is so beautiful, and there's several of them I like. This one is Love is the Drug, and it's that. And I just blend all of these together. She has a technique called the swish and pop, but I just blend them all together, and I just love her blushes. She has another one in a color called Ecstasy that's a real light, peachy pink that I love over cream blushes because it's so subtle. But I love the Charlotte Tilbury blushes. They're just beautiful. The colors are great. The formula's great. Something about them. Every time I wear one of her blushes, they catch my attention all day, and I love them. Okay, and then another blush is the Maxi blush, and this is in Sweet Cheeks. And I got this. I love the giant pan in that. This will last me forever. I love the color. I think this is a dupe for a classic matte color, but I can't remember which one. I pulled this out because I ran out of my Patrick Ta in We Know Her. We Know Her. It's that one, and I was trying to dupe that so I wouldn't replace it. I ended up replacing it anyway. But this did fit that bill. It's that same, kind of coral. And they really would substitute for each other, but I couldn't give the Patrick Ta up because of the cream and that together. I loved. But this would make a good substitute for this. Really good. And I love it. It goes on great. This is what I have on this side. This is what I put on this morning. So love this. This over that MAC is so pretty. It goes on great. Inexpensive, and I just fell back in love with this NYX blush. I love it. Okay, the next one is a powder, y'all, and I was in love with this about 3 years ago, and it's the It by Pores. This is one of the most beautiful blurring powders, and I pulled it out not long ago when I ran out of something else and fell back in love with it. Hold on, I'm going to put a little on. I'm going to blend this blush in. And yeah, it is just such a beautiful blur, y'all. And they have it in the loose. When I was linking it, I couldn't find the pressed. But they do still have the loose. This is a beautiful finishing powder. Okay, my next one is an eyeshadow palette. And this is the one I have on today. And it's the Charlotte Tilbury Pillowtalk. Y'all, this is the prettiest full out warm look ever. It's beautiful. Every time I use it, I get a great look with it. It's nice and pigmented. I forget how pigmented this is. I mean, it goes on so well. I've used this quite a bit, haven't hit pan in anything. So it lasts a while. You get your money out of it. Don't have a lot of fallout with it. Easy to blend. I love this. I pulled it out, and now I keep it right in here with my Visyarns that I use every day. And I use this all the time. I love it. Okay, and then the last thing, y'all, I'm so shocked that I'm back in love with this. Do y'all remember the Artist Oval brushes? The little paddle brushes? They had them that were bigger that people would use for foundations and stuff. Well, my favorite was the little concealer brush. I love this so much. In the mornings with my, okay, this is the NARS, but I usually use it with my MAC cream concealer. Any cream concealer, just run it around in there, and then it fits in the corner of my eye so perfect. But what I love about it is it's also fast. I don't know what it is. Maybe the surface area of it is so fast. Fits in there perfectly, and then all the way across. And then down around my nose to get right in here by my nose and up around my nostrils. I love this so much. I can't believe it. Cannot believe it. I didn't even know if they still sold them. They do, so I'm linking it. And this was just great. I never really jumped on this bandwagon with the foundation, but for the concealer, I love it. And I'm back in love with that. All right, and that is all of the things recently that I've fallen back in love with. Y'all let me know anything down below that y'all are enjoying, and that's all I have for you. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Leave comments and questions down below, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Y'all have a good day. Bye.